10 past.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm
Okay.
towards that, you know? So she would be like, yeah.
Let's get started. Alright. When we get started, feet together, right hand in a fist, left hand flat. Excellent. And some of our guiding principles, ears over shoulder, over hip, over heel. So what we're going to do is we're going to soften our knees, and as we step out to the left on our heel, shoulders width, we are going to rock the hips, hands on, and as we're rocking, the hand that is at the king tip is pressing in, and the one that's on our side is pulling up, and then reaching through the top of our head, going to the other side, pulling on the rib cage, pressing on the outside of our hip. Inhale as we come up, exhale as we go into our bend. Extra credit, you can turn and look in the direction that you're folded, and then as you come up to center, the head levels out, and other side. Get it right, you should also feel a pull on the inside of your bent leg, of this leg that you're folding over by kinking the hips. Some call it giving your hips a little attitude, or is it, as my grandparents would say, letting your backbone slip. Good. Coming back to center. If we can go left and right, we can also go forward and back. So rocking forward, pressing the hips forward, rolling back, pushing the hips back. Forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Last one. Coming back to neutral. Now, if you've ever seen a Chinese coin, it's round on the outside, square on the inside. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep our feet just a little bit more than shoulders width. And we're going to be making circles with our hip. So we want to make a consistent circle, but just like those four corners, we have lateral, we have back, we have other side back, we have other side forward. And so we want to think about these hips hitting those four corners as we allow our hands to hang and stretch out our lower body, our hips. And really feel those extremes while still maintaining that smooth circle. Good amount just to get us started, and other direction. Find yourself at neutral. Take a moment to stand. Good. From this position, we soften our knees. Hands come up, facing each other, just level with our belly button. At our lower dantian. We have 3 dantian. One in our abdomen, one in our chest, and one in our head. were going through 5 basic stances, and we also were going to take them into walking, but instead I'm going to switch it up. We're going to work on something called diving sparrow and rising phoenix. You know rising phoenix?
It's a reverse diving sparrow?
Yeah. So with diving sparrow, it's a walking drill, and to demonstrate it, what we're doing is we're working the yin side of our body with the diving sparrow, and then we're working the yang aspect of our body with the rising phoenix. So for the diving sparrow, there's the step out, we wipe down the inside of the arm, wiping down this medial aspect or the middle part of the leg, and then we shift our weight forward and then do the other side. So wiping down. And this is a really good exercise for clearing out any kind of stagnant energy and also kind of evaluating what's going on in my body. So I'll do one more on the other side. This one is called what? Diving sparrow, good. So then from here, for the rising phoenix, we turn the hands over. Pinkies are up. And now we're emphasizing the lateral aspect, the outside of the body. Then we come up and over the backside of the head and dive down as the hands reverse as we come up, rolling. And we can make it simpler by just coming up both sides of the leg, up and over. One more just to show. So we can start by doing it stationary, and then we'll do it moving, okay? So, to get the motion down, we bring our hands up over our head together, twist the body to the left, wipe down the inside of your left arm. Then when your hand comes to your armpit, the other hand joins as you wipe down this lateral aspect of the body, then down the inside of the leg. Then, coming back up. Other side, twisting to the right, wiping down the inside of the arm. Coming down the lateral side, down the medial side. Coming up. Twist. Sure to wipe down the inside of the leg when we're doing the sparrow, and when we get to the phoenix, we wipe down the outside of our leg. Good. Now from here, allow the hands to come down.
I like that.
We like that. Good. It's calming, right? Yeah. So just some pointers. When we twist, this is my waist and these are my hips. So we want to separate out hips, waist, and also, how about when I twist here? Where am I twisting from?
Waist.
From my legs, right? Because if I'm twisting from my hip, I can still do this. And I can do this, moving the upper body from my waist. But once I create torque on the knee, then I could be damaging my knee. So I want to keep my hips locked in place. So while I'm twisting down, because when you're moving, check it out. If I'm wiping down and I'm twisting my knee, what do you notice about my leg? See how it's collapsing? it's adding a lot of strain on the inside of my knee and on my ankle, the calf. Whereas if my twisting comes only from my waist, you see now I can keep my hips still in alignment. We practice principles, not movements. We want our thighs pointing forward. When we get to the lower body, we'll go through the principles of how to make sure your stance is in the right direction. And when I take a step forward, I'm still in this position versus this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. So for the rising phoenix, we're going to start down. And we turn our hands over, and we're going to go to the left side first, and we're going to come up. And then when we come up to the hip, this is where we start to lean back. Behind the ear, we flip our hair. Then we come back down, other side, rolling up the outside. Then when we get to the hip, what do? We lean back, flip our hair, other side. How you doing? You okay?
I don't know if that's good for my spine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick and choose.
Okay. Well, there are modifications, so if you'd like a modification, I'm happy to show it to you.
Okay.
Good. Keep going. Good. Rotate the hands as you're coming down, so your pinky up. Yes, and seated, that works really well too.
So,
Yeah. This is how you remember.
There was a lot more details in what you taught than what I remember.
David used to grill me on this.
You just told me to do diving squares in reverse and figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, hey. So when you get to here, make sure that there's the full rotation coming down too, so that there's harmony in heaven and earth. Good. One more, coming up. Then hands come down. This one. Good. Now, modified. Where are you feeling the pain? Is it around here? Or
it just is a little bit uncomfortable, but I have a scoliosis and everything I probably do is not gonna be that great for my spine. I think I have to be stacked up pretty much straight when I'm moving.
So with this exercise, we do want to keep our ear, shoulder, hip, heel, and less is more. So even if diving sparrow, like rising phoenix, if this is all that you can do, as long as you're practicing the principle, then you're good. Yeah, it's just like our stances. Like a horse stance can be here, and a horse stance can also be here. They're both horses, and they're both standing. It's all about where are you in your principle. Yeah, there you go. Flip the hair. And then you can just come down level with the knee, and just visualize. Well, for now, yeah, just soften the knees and just come to the knee. Soften the knees. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so for the feet, because with the modification, it'll be a lot easier too. So for the feet, what we're doing is we bring our feet together and then turn the feet out on a 45, shifting our weight to the right side and softening that knee. We place our left leg out and there's no weight in this left leg. And we can just place our hands on our thighs so that we can feel if our hands are pointing toward the wall or not. Then you shift your weight forward and you see how I let my heel up, toe is still on the ground, then place the heel down. We do our best not to drag our feet, turn out the foot, shift our weight, let that back heel up, I'm in the toe, then step. Shift, step. step forward, are we stepping on our toe or our heel?
Heel.
Heel. Good. So now that we're going to go backward, we're going to step on our
Toes.
yeah. So we step back on the toe, and you'll notice I turn my heel in, shift my weight back. Now it's stable. I step back, and I make sure that heel's turned in. Step back. Step back on this angle. Again. Good. And the trick is to keep the feet still shoulders width. Because it's really simple. Go ahead and relax. I'm going to do it sideways so that you can see what happens when I do it on a line. Like I'll pick one of these lines here, and if I'm standing with my feet together, I turn my feet out, I put my foot out on the lateral aspect of that line along to the side of it. I turn my foot out, I step onto the line on the outside, shift, step. I'm still within these two planks walking on this one line. Then I turn that foot out, I shift, and I step, and I'm going on either side of the line. But you'll notice my feet are still shoulders width versus coming into this straight line here, where now my legs, it's like I'm walking a tightrope. So I want to make sure that I maintain shoulders width. So if you pick any line on the ground here, you'll see that you have a line on either side of whatever line you pick, since none of us can access the wall. So then that should be roughly shoulders width. And so you want to maintain that. So when moving forward, maintaining that, but then also moving back. So this back foot's on an angle, I step back straight, turn, and I shift. When my foot is on the line, I step back. And you'll see that I'm toeing this outside line. I shift back, my heel is on the line. I step back, and I shift, and I'm still shoulders width. But if I step directly back, I'm on the opposite side. I'm on one side of my line.
The sun's getting me in the eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
I thought you might want the fresh air, so.
Yeah, no, but it's okay. It's high enough ceiling, so we'll close the door.
That's interesting.
So give it a try.
So it's basically like I gotta stay on either side of the main line.
Yes. When you're going forward, you stay on either side of the line. When you're going backward, your front foot should be on that midline.
Okay.
So just real quick, just at your own pace, practicing this, do your best not to have your hands behind your back. Place your hands on your quads because you will be using your hands on the front line when we get to moving. Be on the lateral side of the quads too. You can be here, you can be here. You can either do this if you want a little attitude, or here if that helps with stability. So the problem is you're stepping, and you want to make sure to hold this so that you can turn out, shift, and have an empty leg in front.
Okay.
Good. Really emphasize that empty leg, because that's the leg that's going to be receiving either the golden phoenix or the diamond sparrow.
You're going backwards, then is the front foot toe to heel?
Yes. Yep, because you're rolling back on it. Yep.
Oh,
Good. Good. Now, with your next step, yes. Good. You felt that? How you kind of took it from what could have been going straight back to kind of out. That's good. And now you're walking in a straight line. You step back on a straight line, it's easy to get you off balance. The next step, feel the little bit of pull on that lat, on that TFL.
show how to go backwards again?
Yeah. Okay. So, coming together real quick, let's go over backwards. So if we're here, and I'll pick my line, and if you need to, you can move freely around me. I'll use this line here so that we're all, you guys will have enough space, Phillips will have enough space. So as I'm here, right, and I'm coming up, I step back, and I want to step back with my toe on the lateral aspect of this line, so that my back heel, the bridge of my foot, is crossing my midline as I rock back. I step, and you'll see, rather than stepping here in a straight line, I'll feel strain on this opposite hip. If I bring it out, there's a lot less, and it's more stable. I turn my heel in and shift my weight so that there's no pressure here. I step directly back on an ankle and roll back. Step back, roll back. And of course, you should be able to pause and lift that front leg. You should have an empty leg. I come back.
I can't lift that leg.
Well,
I need some help.
all you have to do is actually with this front hip, all you have to do is tuck your hips underneath, here's, yeah, you tuck the hips underneath, and this left ear, shoulder, hip, heel is up against the wall, and you should be able to then gently shift that weight back. That's all right. Yeah, and you know what? It's not about rushing through it either, you know? So if you're able to just like with grace step back and shift your weight, but you still need to keep a little weight in that front heel, that's good for now, because eventually you'll be able to support the weight. Yeah, there.
Oh, I have to have it in close to me, I think, that I can do it.
Okay. That's all right.
So I'll just do like this, so I can just put my.
Yeah, and smaller and slower. Yes, there you go. Good. Who would have thought just walking, right? Yeah, I'm walking on either side of the middle.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this does not feel good on the knees.
Okay, 10, come line up. We're gonna do our first diving sparrow. So the down one first. So that includes the hands up. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We start with our, 10, come away from the camera. Thank you. Okay, so we keep our feet together, and we're just gonna kick out our toes so that we're out on 45. Hands come up. And we soften our knees, that leg goes out. Wipe down the inside of the left arm, down the side of the body, and go as far down the leg as you can. You don't have to go to the foot. Once you get to the toe, roll out. Right hand is on top of the back of your left hand. And then straighten up. Place that right leg out. Hands are together. Coming down the inside of the right arm, and I'm twisting at my waist to reach this whole flank, and then untwisting to come down the inside of the leg. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you bite down. The art in this one is harmony of heaven and earth, aka as one part of your body, if the lower part is moving, the upper part is moving, and vice versa. Oh, make sure to close it out.
I feel like it was more complicated.
Yeah, no, you're good. You made it.
The knees, right?
Very contained. The energy is very contained. It's Taiji Qigong.
It really felt like the blockages were getting like free, so all the energy was flowing. Like there was a second where I was like, whoa, I had to like catch myself.
Well, if you think about it, you're pumping non-chin when you're flexing. And then this is anatomical position for Chinese medicine versus Western anatomical position. So the yang channels don't go up the arm. Yang channels come down the arms. So when you have your hands up and when you're reaching, there's an art of pung. Pung is when you're reaching through. You know how like a plant, when it's healthy, the branches sway and the wind blows and it moves, but then it never loses its shape, that reach. But then when it's sick or needs water, it droops. Well, that's kind of like what we're aspiring toward, is to have the pung in our action. So when you have pung coming through, and you're now, you can even do it subtle
I was thinking about doing it like that.
because that's next level of it. And I'm aiming with Lao pericardium 8, middle of the palm. You see how there's a harmony of heaven and earth, how the whole body is sinking, and I'm almost like body scanning the palm of my hands. And then here too, reaching through, and look, you'll see that even if I pause here, I'm stable, 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 stable. Why? My hips are squared away, rotations in my waist, your shoulder hip heel.
You're not compensating or sacrificing anything to make that move.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can cultivate a lot of chi using this exercise. Yes.
So when you go down the arm, down the leg, when is the point where you're doing this? Like when is it turning into that?
Once I get to the hip and the wheel, right? Because I just right down here,
Yeah.
my opposite hand is going to take the lead,
Got it.
and it's coming down using Lao Gong when I'm pressing. And then from here, when I come out, that's when this hand rotates around.
Okay.
Same thing here. As I'm pressing down,
So this is similar to the yin yang balance.
it is a form of yin yang balance.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is your front leg weightless for the entirety of the bend down?
Yeah, for the most part. I sometimes will apply weight here
Yeah.
in the shift.
Yeah.
And then now this is my empty leg back here.
Yeah.
Question. So, Rising Phoenix. Okay.
Lao Gong like husband, or Lao Gong like grandpa?
That is a Google question.
Yeah. Shit, homie, I'm gonna who's way. Okay, so what we're gonna do is coming from this direction. Yes, that's perfect. So what we're gonna do this time, we're gonna face this direction. We're gonna just line up with this chair, and y'all can line up behind me, so, because we're gonna be walking backwards. But we're gonna do one diving spiral forward to then activate the rising phoenix. So what that looks like is, let's say our right leg is out, hands are up, we come down to the foot, and now we're at the knee. Then we're just gonna turn the hands over from this down position.
Okay.
And come up, inhale, flip the hair, then step back on the toe. As you hinge at your hips, your hands are rotating so the pinky is up, then wiping up the sides of the body. Leaning back, flip the hair, step back. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then you're like, yeah, slightly bow. When you come down, pinkies are facing up. Yeah, really feel that rotation. Side. Big bow. Big bow as you come up. Continue. Use your hips to hinge. That's good. Hinge forward. Then hinge at your hips. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Here. Hinge at the hip to step back. That's a little. There you go. If you can, generate this motion from the waist. So it's almost as if you're using your core to pull you up. Lean back, hinge at the hips. And yep. Hinge at the hips as you place that foot down, as you shift your weight. Yeah, you know what I think is confusing? Are the arms.
Yeah.
I think the arms are the most confusing part because it's really the undulation in the body. Being able to generate the motion from the body, both
So
directions.
it's kind of like this in my mind.
It's the exact same
It's the
as
same thing,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what that may look like without the hands going backward, it would look like this. From here, coming down, undulating up.
That makes all the difference. Yeah. It's almost like you're riding that wave.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
the same movement, same everything all the way up.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, if it were, like, where this becomes powerful is in the small motion. So, like, in these kinds of Fa Jing, because that's the same undulation just done at a different rate. Speed it up, and then you can change direction, so like left and right, forward and back, or to like get something off your back, pop your turtle shell off or whatever. You know?
No.
So then moving forward, let's take a look at the body mechanics of going forward, right? So up top, we're going up here, so we're going
Like an overdramatic walk.
yeah, it's a very dramatic walk. So you're bringing out this whole middle jiao. So from our diaphragm to our belly button is considered the middle jiao, which is different than the dantian. The dantian is energetic centers, exactly. The lower dantian is in the lower burner. The middle dantian is in our upper jiao. And the third dantian, the upper dantian where we're standing, is in the head, which is not associated in the sand jiao. Because there's a diaphragm here, a diaphragm here, and a pelvic diaphragm. So those three diaphragms are what separate our jiao. So while we're doing these twisting, we're bringing out the middle jiao. And then when we're going backward, we're working our spine and undulating in a different direction. So we twist in the first, and then it's a flopping. This kind of jazz. What questions do you have on this? What do you think so far?
It looks really beautiful.
Oh, glad to hear it.
And I'm gonna check with my chiropractor if I should be doing undulations.
Well, so there's, you know, it can be scaled up and scaled down. So what I'm showing is the up. I'm showing like what a person might aspire toward. You don't have to start with undulation, because if you're not practicing the pong and song, like the body isn't relaxing over the structure as you're reaching up, then that undulation, if you're applying too much pressure, can cause problems. You may
I
feel a
guess if
little.
a person did it just barely, you know, if I just hinted at it, that would be okay.
Yes, absolutely, yeah, because less is more. Because if it's just like,
And this principle of movement.
and then I want to go backward. You see how there's the twist here, undulate, undulate, up. Undulate, undulate, up. So it's like, same three, right? You could be like a anime character with those kind of moves. Cool. Want to practice it again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see it. All right, so I'll lead the way. Oh, look at the time. It is 7:30. Y'all got 10 minutes in you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Coming out of the feet. Hands up. Oh, do you want to do it with or without hands? With, right. The left. And if you can, if you'd like, you don't have to touch. You can just raise the hand over the body. See if you prefer that versus the physical touch. So placing the left leg out, I'm going to do the no touch, the energetic. left leg. We get to the foot and roll back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Drive your hips forward and hinge from the hips as you shift your weight back. Good, let the toe up. Yes. Good, good. For the next, keep going, keep going. With your next step, I want you to step less in a straight line and still out to the side. Yes, better. Yeah. And the booty bump. You guys really rotate your arms. Feel it. Drive through the spine. Arch back. Feel the stretch. Hinge forward. Yes. Then from here, but do the neck. Behind the ear. And then, as if somebody were, like, if somebody grabbed the back of your neck here and you came up, get them off. Yeah. Yep. And then flick them forward. Yeah. Flick. Yes. It's the angle.
I have to go back this way, right? Like this far?
Well, it's the angle of this back leg. It should be, your weight shouldn't be in your heel, it should be in the ball of your foot. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Yes. And when you get to the end, make sure when you come up, extra credit, keep your eyes on your hands as you come down. Keep your eyes on your hands. Good. Feel different?
Walking back is definitely harder than walking forward.
Yes. So just one thing, come over here, Chris. I'm gonna have you grab the back of my neck. So you're gonna come in like if you're grabbing like, okay, I told you, right? So if he grabs, I go, hey man, let go. And you know how we came up this way. I have here, I also have here. And I turn my hand over to come to the other one so I can close that and have pressing power if I need to, or whatever. So now you grab with both hands. Like you're like, you got a problem? Right? And I go, hey, I can come up to break that up and over. And that foot, right? So I can then come up here, or I step back. And there's that rising phoenix.
And then this leads to the face.
Well, yeah, you know, that's like, hopefully it's just like, dude, I don't have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back off.
De-escalate.
Yeah, de-escalate or pin them down. Be like, look, it's okay, it's not that big a deal, mate. Right? And you just let them go. And then you're just like, all right.
Great distance.
Yeah. But that's the benefit. Thank you. So that's like the lowest form of the medicine, which is martial application. But here, Max, Max, I'm gonna just grab you this time, and I'm gonna have you just do the rising phoenix. So if I grab one-handed, and I'm like, oh, you pesky rabbit. Yep, get closer to my elbow. Like back here to extend me. Yes, and then that's when you step back. And boom. And you create a distance.
You can create distance and force.
Yes. So then if I'm grabbing both, then I'm like, you gonna pay me in doll hairs. I don't want your money. So then what do? Come up the middle. Use the rotation of your forearms. Yep. Maybe you have to get behind your head. So, because you want to break my grip. Yes, there. And step back. Yes, there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, very crane-like.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good job.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, way to deal with ambiguity. Okay, so let's line up. We are now, so your homework is practicing the stepping, practicing twisting, practicing the movement without the hands, with the hands, and you can experiment with it. Now, you see here? Watch this. I don't have space to walk. I do have space to train.
Just found my new morning routine.
Yeah, because see here, all I do is I pivot, pivot.
Pushing forward.
Yeah. So from here, I do the move up, then I pivot, and I do the other. But I don't move my feet. Just like the heel is nailed down, pivot the toe in. There you go. And of course, you can reverse it. And then when you're done, I like to come to center, drop the elbows. Take a moment, let that work settle in. Good. So we end class the way we start class, starting with our feet, shoulders width, softening our knees, jump, jump. I don't want to dissipate this one, Chris. I don't want to dissipate this exercise because it's a balancing exercise.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I want you to retain that excess. Feels different, right?
Yeah. Wish I had needed it.
Yeah, more heat, denser, thicker.
Yeah. Alert.
Yes. Level with the heart. If the lower jiao or the lower dantian deals with jing, this middle dantian deals with qi. The lungs govern all the qi in our body. So when practicing these exercises, it's not about how long you hold it. Try counting how many breaths can you comfortably experience in each posture. I think 3 to 5 deep breaths in each posture is a good starting position. And we exhale as we transition into the next posture, level with the eyes. heart. To the Daoist hand. Three gratitude circles, repeat after me. Gratitude for our health.
Gratitude for our health.
Gratitude for our practice.
Gratitude for our practice.
Gratitude for our community.
Gratitude for our community.
Left foot to right. Right hand in a fist, left hand flat. Thank you all for coming out to another successful Qigong, Taiji Qigong. So you know your homework, and of course we'll be back at it again for advanced class Thursday. Let's take our family photo, and you can enjoy the rest of your evening. Yay! Good work, everyone.
Yeah, that was a really good
think
one.
for the people who
I think I found out my new normal routine. I'm gonna do that as a morning
martial arts, something like
Yeah, I
that,
wouldn't particularly.
knock them out.
I've never done it. I've seen him do it, but I've never tried it.
I did that based on